So now that Endgame is out, if you're a Marvel fan or even just someone who's Marvel curious, you've seen the big conclusion. Avengers Endgame goes out of its way to shake everyone, but the movie left everyone with some unresolved questions. If you're wondering just what Marvel's plans are for the future, or if you want to know who that kid was in the movie's saddest scene, or what happens to Captain America, you've come to the right place. Stay tuned guys, but please be advised the following video contains major spoilers for Avengers Endgame, in theaters now. Avengers Endgame, the Marvel Studios sequel, does more than conclude the struggle that began in Infinity War. It ends several storylines, some of which began more than a decade ago. Endgame uses a theory of time travel that's pretty different from that of most movies, which put forward that changing the past also changes the future. If you change the past, you create a new parallel universe that branches off from the moment you change the past. But when you travel into the future, you return to your original future, not the one you created by the changes you made in the past. Is Tony Stark's death going to stick? Tony Stark tricks Thanos by taking not the new Infinity Gauntlet but the Infinity Stones, which slide into the slots on his armor. He snaps his finger and erases Thanos and his army, but Tony dies in the process. At the end of Marvel Comics Civil War II, Stark is badly hurt, after which he creates an artificial intelligence of himself, in case his body ever stopped working. Marvel Studios could copy the comics and keep an AI version of Stark as a recurring character. Who was that kid at Tony Stark's funeral? Feels like it might be a setup for some new teen superhero to join the MCU. Or maybe a surprise reveal about Tony's secret son, right? But no, this is just Ty Simpkins, the actor who played Harley in Iron Man 3, aka the little kid Tony bonds with in that movie, which is unquestionably the best of the Iron Man movies. What happens to Gamora? There's a slight possibility that Gamora was killed during Iron Man's snap. We're not sure who he used his snap against other than Thanos, his allies, and his soldiers. Gamora could have been considered an ally and soldier because she hadn't officially left Thanos for the Guardians at that point. But maybe the more likely scenario is that Finding 2014 Gamora will be part of the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie. What exactly happened with Steve Rogers? Rogers goes back and returns all the stones. He informs his closest confidant, Sam, that he decided to have a life and went back in time to live his life with Peggy Carter, instead of coming back to the present. And since he lived a full life, he's now a very old Steve Rogers. But many questions arrive here, like what happened to the Steve Rogers who exists in the past timeline? Did the time-traveling Rogers just decide to live in secret, hiding from the parallel Captain America? When Steve Rogers returns to the past to live out a full life with Peggy Carter, doesn't he effectively enter a new universe entirely? Well, it requires a whole bunch of other mental convolutions to sort out these complexities. But that doesn't mean the world will say goodbye to Captain America, as an elderly Steve appears on a bench next to the time machine to pass the unbreakable shield on to someone else, Sam Wilson. If you enjoyed watching this video, please be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss our future videos. As always, thank you for watching.